again. Welcome to today's edition of the morning market review. I hope we all slept well. It's currently 2 minutes past 8. We still have a small number of persons, so let's give some 5 minutes. See how many persons join us. So once it's 7 minutes past 8, we will begin, or either 7 minutes past 8 or once we have up to 30 persons. Okay, and we'll begin. You're welcome. Okay. Good morning. Good morning once again. You're welcome. I think we can actually start now. We said to start around 7 minutes past 8. So for those of us just joining us, you're welcome once again. Yes, we had this meeting yesterday. And so let's move on. Let's not even waste time. Let's go to Forest Factory first. Yesterday, some of the things we talked about was that The dollar was actually strong as at yesterday. It was strong. And we kind of saw that strength continue. Let me share Forex Factory with us. Okay, good. So here we have it. Here we have Forex Factory. I believe that we can all see my screen, right? So what you would get today is that you have high impact data from 2:15 p.m. High impact data. Although today we're having the German and prelim CPI, and the thing with that data is that data does not have a fixed time. It's like a meeting. You understand? So during the course of that meeting, the current meeting is holding. During the course of that meeting, this data will be released, and that's why it's all day. You understand? Look at it. It's listed as an all-day event because the actual is comprised of data from 6 German states which report their CPI throughout the day. You understand? So you see that it's not released at once. So there is an event, okay, through which each of these data will be released and most likely combined to give us one particular data. You understand? So that is why this data is all day. Okay. And then when you have a fundamental like this that is all day, it's kind of hard to trade it in terms of you know, in terms of using pending orders. It's better that if you're a fundamental trader, you want to trade the fundamental, what I would advise to do is, to continue to check out continue to check out Forex Factory to see if there's change in information. Right, so that's what I would advise when you want to trade German prelim CPI. Okay, but by 2:15 p.m. today, we're having ADP NFP. That should let you know that tomorrow, by God's grace, we'll be having the biggest fundamental we've had this year. Well, it's very early in the year, but yeah, we'll be having the biggest fundamental. NFP will be coming out tomorrow. Okay, so I can't stress enough how important that data is and how that is an opportunity for you to sort out everything you need to sort out in January, right? So an opportunity is coming tomorrow. But yes, today, 2:15 p.m., we have ADP, NFP, we have unemployment claims by 2:30. So most likely, I expect this data to still give strength to the dollar. You understand? We said yesterday that the dollar is in a kind of recovery phase. And I hope there are people here who made a lot of profit yesterday. I think most of the analysis we did yesterday went well. I think apart from, I have one or two persons who confused the oil data. Okay, confused the oil data. I think the oil was, when I checked, was where we had issue. I think oil hits the stop loss for those persons who used stop loss. Although I was saying for price to close before closing the trade, but I'm one or two persons who used that stop loss. But apart from that, I think generally indices actually fell, like we forecasted. Gold actually fell like we forecasted. Currencies, the strength of the dollar actually prevailed. So I think yesterday was actually good, and I got one or two persons who reached out. Also, even through the WhatsApp channel, I think about 3 or thereabouts information that was said. I think it was GBP card that did not go well. GBP card hit the stop loss, but for the US 30, the US 500, they actually went well, right? So that's the idea. The whole idea is to be able to make more, okay, consistent net profit, right? Doesn't mean there won't be losses, but you want to make more profit than loss, right? So here we have our chart. Let me give us a wider space and let's look into it. First of all, of course, we'll look at the dollar index, right? This is the dollar index chart. I'm going to start with the daily time frame, see how yesterday candle ended. And yes, yesterday candle ended very bullish, right? Yesterday candle ended very bullish. You would notice it here. So we've had, yesterday I was saying we have 3 consecutive bullish runs. 3 consecutive bullish run on the dollar, which is an indication that, price headed up. Although we also use that for gold, right? Are there people here? Well, I'm sure that most of us were here yesterday, and you can, I hope that some of the things we talked, especially gold. We talked about gold and how that the three consecutive candle, oh, sorry about that. Yesterday I talked about how three consecutive candle on gold signified a sell, right? I hope that beyond the trade, I hope people actually remember that so that next time you can use it on your own. I hope so. You understand? Because that's the whole idea. Okay. So that it does not become a matter of I was calling you, you did not answer me. I was calling you. You should, with all these meetings, you should learn something every day. And so I expect that within a month or so of attending these meetings, you should know enough to be able to take these decisions on your own, right? So let's continue. Enough said. So this is dollar index this morning. We have it kind of trading bearish because it has hit a resistance, something that we see as a weak resistance though. But yeah, it's hit a resistance. Dollar index has begun like an uptrend. You see it on 1 hour here, and so it's very possible that this retracement could continue a bit more till price comes to test this trend line here. Okay, that, you know, or the truth is that where the dollar even is, if you look at the dollar on this is 4 hours time frame, you notice that the dollar itself is on a resistance, on a barrier zone. To see that it breaks that zone, it could just do a little bit of retracement and continue to head back up, or it breaks that zone, okay, or it cannot break that zone, sorry, and it falls back down. You understand? So, but even on 15 minutes, you notice that the dollar index itself is even on its support. It's on its support, on a verified support, and it's actually trading on that support right now. So there's a high chance that most of the dollar pairs, if the dollar index is on a support or on a resistance, then there's a high chance that most of the dollar pairs are also on support or resistances right now. You understand that there's a high chance, okay, that most of the other dollar pairs are on support and resistances, and we'll check it out. Let's begin with GBP USD, just like we did yesterday. And for GBP USD, we actually looked out for a sell yesterday, and you notice that GBP USD, although we had a bit of range yesterday, this is what it did. It was able to sell towards this proven support, you know, head backwards, and is currently at a turncoat resistance. Right now, let's begin with daily time frame. Daily time frame. If you look at the daily time frame on GBP USD, you'll discover that GBP USD was rejected by this resistance here. Look at it. Rejected by this place. Let me zoom in a bit. Rejected by this resistance here. And it's not the first time, right? So technical analysis traders understand that this would have been a good place to sell, right? Since it's not the first time price has been rejected there. Even if you trace it, it's not the first time price has been rejected there, right? Now, most of the time price is rejected there, we usually see a whole lot of fall. Okay, we usually see a whole lot of fall, at least to this zone here. Okay, but if you check the uptrend of GBP USD, if you check the draw a trend line for GBP USD, you will find out that GBP USD was also supported, or is also being supported by a trend line here. Okay, I told somebody, I said, you know how when you get to a shop, you see a young person in the shop and you ask how much is plantain, how much is this, or how much is this particular good here, all around the store, and the young boy can tell you what the price is. He can easily say and say this one is 1.5, this one is 700, this one is this. That's because he works in that shop, right? So the more you work with price, the easier it is for you to begin to spot some of these things. Okay, so GBP USD hit a verified resistance, but we are getting a retracement right now towards the end of yesterday, and even right now, because even when it sold, it got to a particular support zone, and it also approached this particular trend line here. Look at this, my horizontal line, this blue line. If you follow this blue line, you will see that it's a place where price has been rejected in the past. Look at it. It's a place where price, look at it. You know, there are people who just look for support and resistance zones on daily time frame and just use that place as their entry point. You understand? So even from this place here, price has been able to, you know, price has been rejected to even give us about 70 pips or thereabout. You understand? So that's how it's looking on daily time frame. But we also notice that on 1 hour, it's true that price is also on a resistance, right? So the moment we notice that the dollar index is on a support or resistance. Remember when we were checking dollar index a minute ago, we said that the fact that the dollar index is on a resistance, on a support, means that most of the dollar pairs will be on their own resistance or on their own support. So what do I expect for GBP USD? Considering the fact that generally the dollar has actually been on like a rise, and what GBP is likely doing is kind of a retracement, okay, except price closes above a zone like this, for instance, I will still be looking out for a fallback. I'll still be looking out for a retracement, or I'll be looking out for a sell on GBP USD. Except price can close well above this resistance here, because the truth is that the whole of this place is still a resistance zone. Remember that one of the things you are taught is that resistance is not a line. Support or resistance is not a line, it is a zone, right? It is a zone. So what I would be expecting for GBP USD personally is an opportunity to actually sell back, considering that the dollar is on its support and even GBP USD is currently on a resistance. All these places will be sell zones for me to make at least 20 pips of profit from. Okay, all these places will be sell zones for me to make at least 20 pips of profit from, except price closes, and I'm using the word closes, above 1.27150. If price can close, you're looking at this on 1 hour, right? So at the end of every 1 hour candle, you monitor the chart. If somehow the candle closes above 1.27150, 1.27150, then I can now consider buying. But right now, my advice for GBP USD around all these zones is to be looking out for sales. Sell from the current zone, sell at current market price. Even if price buys into these zones, you should be looking out for sales around these zones. Okay, all these zones are sell zones. Okay, so even where price, you can do an instant sell now. It's currency. If you have good volume, this is a good opportunity for you. You can look out for sell currently at the current market price. You can also take sell anywhere up to 1.27050. Anywhere up to 1.27050. You can take a sell now. You can take a sell around that zone. You can take a sell right now. You can take a sell around that zone. Anywhere from here to 1.27050, you can look out for a sell on GBP USD. Okay, and if you're looking out for a sell, let's say you're even looking out for a sell right now, you're looking out for at least 20 pips, so you can sell to around 1.26600. You can sell to around 1.26600. You can sell to around 1.26600. That's for GBP USD. So you can sell right now to around 1.26600. Even if price buys into 1.27 for 1.2750, even if price buys into 1.2750, you can still look out for a sell with 20 pips target. Okay, good. But if price closes above 1.27150, then you can consider buying to around 1.27500. Okay, so if price closes above 1.27150, then you can buy up to 1.27500. Okay, that's for GBP USD. That's for GBP USD. Okay, let's go to USD CAD. Okay, so you see the dollar actually just the same way we explained. The USD CAD currently the dollar is retracing from her strength, right? The retracement that price has been able to do, the dollar is kind of retracing. But even that, even though, as as we young people will say, even though price is currently on a strong resistance, even on 15 minutes. Look at it, price is on a resistance zone here. Remember that it's not a surprise, because um, we saw that the dollar index was actually on a support. So we said most dollar pairs will actually be on a support or resistance. So price is currently on a strong support zone here. Okay, this is 15 minutes, yes, but price is on a strong support zone around this place. So it's not a bad place to actually look out for trading a retracement in the strength of the dollar. It's not a bad place to look out for trading a retracement in the strength of the dollar around here like this. Okay, so it could just be a pullback from which price is now looking to head back upwards, right? Good. So what we are going to do is for USD CAD right about now, these are zones where you look out for a buy. Okay, from this zone here, you can look out for a buy. Take profit around. You're trading USD CAD, you can look out for a buy, take profit around 1.33420. Look out for a buy around here, take profit at around 1.33420. Okay, 1.33420. You can look out for a buy around here, take profit at around 1.33420. Okay. If you're checking, if you look at USD CAD, let's look at it even on the daily time frame. Well, even on the daily time frame, USD CAD has reached but this provides new information. Oh. This provides new information because if you check this guy on the daily time frame, you find out that it has actually hit a resistance also on the daily time frame, and that's kind of huge. I find out that if price gets to support or resistance, depending on the time frame also depends how much price retraces or how much price is rejected. So the fact that price has even hit a resistance on the daily time frame tells us that there's a high chance that this rejection might be more than what we think, right? So that instant buy, and let's hold on with that instant buy. Let's hold on with that instant buy. Instead, what we will do is that to try and take advantage, if this particular sell continues, we can have a sell around here. We can have a sell on USD CAD around here. You see that I'm taking price below the most recent low, right? I'm taking it below the most recent low. So this sell might likely continue. So we could have the sell at 1.33130 and have your sell. If price sells to 1.33130, you can sell to around 1.33000. If price sells, you can sell to around, if price, you can sell from 1.33130 to around 1.33000. Okay, that's 1.33 thousand, 1.33 thousand, right? So from 1.33130, I can sell to around 1.33 thousand. Okay, that's what my sell will look like for USD CAD. Okay, then my buy, well, this zone is full of a lot of support and resistance and all that, but I will look out for my buy from, if price trades above this place, I look out for my buy. So my buy will be from 1.33450. My buy will be from 1.33450. I look out for a buy from that zone. Once price gets to 1.33450, I look out for a buy to around 1.33600. To around 1.33600. Okay, that is for USD CAD. Okay, that's for USD CAD. Let's move on. Let's look at USD JPY. Let's look at USD JPY. Okay, so if you consider USD JPY, just like we said, it's and that's why most times, especially if you're trading in major pairs of which the dollar is a part of, it's always easier to kind of analyze the dollar index. It's always easier to look at what the dollar index is doing, and then you can easily tell what you're going to do generally, right? You can tell what you can decide. That's what I want. That's the word I want to use. You can decide what you want to do generally, right? So this is USD JPY on the daily time frame, and after this support here on the daily time frame, price was able to make a series of rejection and a push up. Today is the third day. If today still ends bullish, then it's possible that this USD JPY might still trade a bit bullish towards the whole this thing. But let's look at this steep fall that USD JPY has been doing. Look at this steep fall. You agree with me that with my trend line, I can see that price is around a point where a further sell can be envisaged. Look, this is a downtrend, right? And so you notice that anytime price comes towards these zones where we've drawn this line, there's usually a rejection. Okay, and what that means is, it's very possible that the weakness in dollar might likely continue, especially when that data comes out by I think 2:15, 2:30. That data comes out around that time, and we might likely get a further sell. Okay, especially if that data weakens the dollar, right? So what I would advise for USD JPY, let's see. Okay, let me look at it on 1 hour, see what's up with it. Okay, so we have price being rejected from a verified resistance on 1 hour here. Okay, we have price being rejected from a verified resistance on 1 hour, and so that could mean that we could get this continued sell till around this verified support here. We'll get that continued sell to around that verified support there on 1 hour. Okay, so with the way the dollar is currently weak, and the fact that USD JPY has approached that trend line, okay, I would advise that we actually look out for a sell. Now, if you check on 15 minutes, we have a weak support. We have a weak support on 15 minutes. So all we need to do is just for price to break below that weak support. So I can expect a further sell on USD JPY from around 143.170. I can expect a further sell on USD JPY from around 143.170. I can expect that sell to around 142.910. Can expect it to around 142.910. That's about 25 pips, which is not bad at all. Okay, so I could have my sell, expecting my sell at, if price closes below 143.170, I can sell to around 142.910 on USD JPY, right? That's what I would be expecting for USD JPY. Given the current weakness of the dollar, we will likely see this continued sell, at least till that high impact data comes out later today. Okay, at least till that high impact data comes out later today, we might likely see continued sell. Okay. So that is for USD Also, in terms of looking out for a buy, I think it is very glaring that price will have to break this verified resistance before we consider buying USD Price would have to break that verified resistance before we consider buying USD So I said, remember how I said that you can sell from 143.170, right? We said you can sell from 143.170 for the sale, right? But you can also not but alternatively, you can also look out for a buy from 144.170. Something that makes price to close above 144.170. You can look out for a buy from 144.170 to around 144.700. So from 144.170, you can look out for a buy to around 144.700. Okay, that is about 50 pips or thereabout, right? So for the sell, 143.170, we can sell to 142.910. The price to look out for a buy on USD JPY is 144.170. So consider taking profit around 144.700. Right, good. So that's for USD JPY. Let's go into commodities. Let's look at gold. Yesterday, we saw how that gold actually retraced. Now, this is what just to repeat it. We expected a further sell on gold because we said something. We said if you look at the character of gold, okay, look at the character of gold, even just looking at the chart, finding that most times when gold gives us 3 consecutive days of a particular move, if gold gives us 3 consecutive days of a particular move, especially bearish move, if gold gives us 3 consecutive days, okay, and after that 3 consecutive days, it's likely signifying a further sell. So yesterday we expected that gold will sell and it sold. Got some confirmation from people who made profit. But there you have it. Now, if you follow it backwards, you notice anywhere where you have 3 days of consecutive sell like this, there's a high chance that price is still headed downwards. 3 days of consecutive sell, there's a high chance that price is still headed downwards. And that is why personally I still feel like gold is still going to sell. Okay, you can see this morning as at today, gold currently has been bullish, right? But I feel like all this is just a retracement for gold to head back down. Okay, I feel like gold is still going to test this verified support once again. And look at it on 15 minutes. Look at it on 15 minutes. You'll see that currently gold is at a resistance. Look at it. Gold is at a resistance, and my trend line tells us that gold is at a zone where we can actually expect that sell. Okay, so if you ask me, I would say look out for a sell in gold. If you ask me, I'll say look out for a sell on gold. Currently, current market price is 2047. Look out for a sell at 2047, and take profit at around 2042. Can look out for a sell around 2047 current market price and take profit around 2042. Okay, another thing you can do is that for the more conservative people, if you're not taking an instant sell now, you can actually wait for price. Now look at what price has done. High, higher, high, higher, high, right? So if price breaks below this last one, if price breaks below this 2041 here, then it means that price has likely broken structure on the 15 minutes and will likely head for that downwards. So I have said that you can look out for an instant sell right now, sell from 2040, from current market price to around 2042, or you can wait for price to close below 2041. You can wait for price to close below 2041, and if price closes below 2041, you can sell further to 2034 or 2033, right here. So from this zone, I actually advise or envisage a sell on gold. I envisage a sell on gold. Current market price, take profit around 2042 or thereabout. Okay, so I'll advise a sell on gold, right? And remember that gold will most likely react to the data by 2:15. So whatever technical analysis you're doing up until 2 o'clock, up until 2:15, you want to make sure that you're checking out the fundamentals, right? You want to make sure you're checking out the fundamentals. So you can do an instant sell right now to come out at around 2042. Okay. Or you can sell from 2041. Can sell from 2041. Once price closes below 2041, you can sell to around 2034 or 2033, right? That is my advice on gold. Let's look at oil WTI. We checked oil yesterday, so let's look at oil WTI today. Well, good. Now, just like oil did, oil did yesterday. Oil traded bullish yesterday. Oil WTI also traded bullish. For oil WTI stands for West Texas Intermediate. Let me not bite my tongue. West Texas Intermediate, right? So that's what it stands for. And if you check oil even on the daily time frame, you will see that there is a strong bearish move that oil has been making for a couple of for a while now. Since September, oil has been on this bearish trend, and it has approached that trend line again. Okay, on the daily time frame, it's approached the downtrend line, like you've seen. And apart from that, also on the 1 hour, you'll find out that oil it's also at a verified resistance. Look at it. Oil is also at a verified resistance. This verified resistance is a place where it's been rejected for some time, right? It's a place where it's been rejected for some time. So what does that tell us? That tells us that we have approached a sell zone on oil, right? We have approached a sell zone for oil. All these zones like this are sell zones for oil, right? So for your trading oil, especially this is oil WTI. You're trading oil WTI, you want to look out for a sell because price is currently at a verified resistance. If you're a bit more conservative, you can sell right now. You can do an instant sell right now and take profit around. If you're selling right now, you can at least take profit around 72.50. 72.50. I expect more sell than that, but you can sell right now, take profit at around 72.50. Even if price buys up to 73.80 or 73.90, you can still look out for a sell around those zones. You can still look out for a sell. So for oil WTI, our advice is sell. Our advice is sell on oil, oil WTI. This will give you very good profit. If it goes well, it'll give you very good profit. So if price now closes above, if price closes above 74.20, say price closes above 74.20, then you can now say, oh, this is not a good trade, and then you can now buy from there to this resistance to actually make profit. Okay, but this zone is a sell zone, so you can sell right now. Come out at around 72.60, 72.70 or thereabout, okay, on oil WTI, right? So my advice is a sell on oil WTI. For the more conservative traders, you can, if you're not doing that instant sell right now, you can wait for price to close below 72.70, which is like our take profit. If price closes below that place, then you expect, if price can close below this zone like this, then we expect a further fall, to even the 70 zone. Okay, we expect a further fall to even the 70 zone. But for oil WTI, I actually advise a sell. Okay, you can do what we call stacking. So that means that even if you take a sell here, price is buying towards this resistance, even at this place you can still take a further sell and all that. So once it's coming down, you can make quite a lot of profit, right? So it's approach the trend line on the daily time frame, and it's also at a strong resistance on 1 hour. So that's a good confirmation for oil to actually sell further. Okay, that's oil. So let's look at the index market. I'll look at US 30. So we have US 30 here. US 30 daily time frame. US 30 closed bearish yesterday. We will likely still see further sell in US 30. The index market actually gained a lot, right? Index market actually gained a lot. But we are having a bit of, just a range in the market as at this morning. We're having a kind of range in the market, but we actually expect a further sell. I expect a further sell for US 30. Okay, I expect a further sell for US 30. Let's see what this trend line has in store for. Okay, this is a bit too far. Let me just give a smaller trend line. Let me start from the closest verified resistance here, and just see what's up with our trend line. Okay, so it's very possible that retracement happens anytime soon on US 30. So what I would advise for US 30, if you're trading US 30, looking out for a sell on US 30, you see this place here where, after it sold, it picked up momentum to buy from here. You see this place. I can now look out for a sell below that point. I can look out for a sell below that point. Okay, so if I'm trading US 30, I can look out for a sell from 37,690. I can look out for a sell from 37,690 to around 37,640. 37,690 to around 37,640. So from 37,690, I can look out for a sell to around 37,640. Okay, that's what I would advise for US 30. Let it come below the last low for us to take advantage of that sell. Okay, but if that buy is likely going to continue, that buy is going to continue, expect that buy to continue in the short term. You understand? In the short term, if that buy is likely going to continue, then I will look out for my buy from around 37,770. 37,770. I look out for my buy from around 37,70 on US 30, and then I'll be coming out at around 37,810. I'll be coming out at around 37,810. So for my sell will be at around 37,690. My sell will be around 37,690. Take profit at around 37,640 or 37,650. Okay, so from 37,690, take profit at around 37,650. Okay, but my buy will be from 37,770. 37,770. I take my buy to around 37,810. Take my buy to around 37,810. But my preference for US 30 is still a sell, and that is why it makes sense to sell from a resistance. Okay, it makes sense when you're trading these instruments like this. It makes sense to sell from a resistance, of which US30 currently is on 1, right? It makes sense to sell from a resistance. Okay, so let's look at, I want to look at US 100. US 100 is kind of doing the same, making the same performance with US30, right? US 100 is also looking like that. You have such a massive fall that we've seen. Price is kind of trying to do some level of retracement, do some level of retracement, but you see that US 100 has given us. Also, we noticed this yesterday. We got 3 consecutive bearish candles. There's a high chance that we'll still see a further fall for the rest of this month on US 100 on the index market. So what you want to do is, going forward, you want to look out for sell positions from nearest resistances. Okay, from nearest resistance, you want to look out for sell position. Okay, like even this US 100, for instance. Now, anything that makes it to buy towards this verified resistance here, you can sell from there. This is 15 minutes, but anything that makes US 100 to buy to this point, anything that makes US 100 to buy towards this point, you can look out for a sell from there. Okay, there's strong bearish pressure in the index market right now, on US 100. So you can have a sell limit. You can have a sell limit on US 100 at around 16,630. You can have a sell limit at around 16,630. But for scalpers, people want to scalp right now. With the way it's looking, you can actually scalp a buy on US 100 right now. Okay, you're scalping right now. You want to trade right now, enter into positions right now. You can scalp a buy right now on US 100 with looking at profit at around 16,600. So you can scalp right now, scalp a buy on US 100 right now, take profit at around 16,600. But you see, from this zone here, this 16,630, 16,640, this is a zone where I advise you to actually take advantage of a sell on US 100, at least up until the high impact data comes out later today by 2 p.m. or 2:15 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. Okay, that's my advice for US 100. So you can scalp a buy right now on US 100, scalp a buy till around 16,600. You can make good profit from that. But from 16,630, 16,640, I advise that you look out for a sale from that particular zone. Okay. Yes. So in also, this is all I'll be taking in terms of market analysis. Do not forget that let me drop um the link once again. Let me drop the WhatsApp link once again. But do not forget, please, that on the WhatsApp channel, we will be dropping trading information from time to time. Okay, we'll be dropping trading information from time to time. Let me okay. Oh no, I'm not taking D40 today. I did that yesterday morning. So taking other indices. Don't worry, you just focus on the WhatsApp channel. Very possible that trades on different other instruments will be dropped there today. You understand? So you cannot touch everything at once. Okay. And you have no idea how much private messages are coming into. So that's why I decided to leave the comment section and just focus on the market. It's crazy how much messages I'm getting here. So you just work with what I have analyzed and use it. Okay. If you have, for those of you who have, maybe you have trades and that's why you are asking for those currencies and all those instruments, just reach out to your account officers and let them know what, just try and get the idea about, what they think about those trades you are on. You understand? But we'll be having the, um, we'll be having the or more entries, more analysis on WhatsApp. Okay, I want to drop the WhatsApp channel link. And yeah, you well, you don't need my number. You have just use your account officer's number. Can get through to me through your account officer. So yeah, I just dropped the link. I just dropped the link on WhatsApp. Okay. Not on WhatsApp. I just dropped the link here. So that link is a link to our WhatsApp channel. Go and join the WhatsApp channel. Um, and then you'll be able to get further information about the whole business. Okay, be able to get further information about the whole business. So but this is the much that we can take today. Just like yesterday, I said it that I was not promising an afternoon session. It's likely going to be like that today, since we have the WhatsApp channel. What we would be seriously focusing on is this morning session. Okay, but before 2 o'clock, we'll still look out for entries for the fundamentals. So stay glued to the WhatsApp channel, and you'll be getting more of further information from us there. Okay. Like I said, that place is where you even get a whole lot of information, training information. For our physical training, we are going to resume full time, or resume fully next week, and even outskirt locations. The office opened physically yesterday, but made training is going to begin next week, right? So you can take advantage of that. Today is Thursday, so next week is already here, right? But that's the much that we can take for today. Thank you all for your time. Connect with us on WhatsApp channel, and you'll be hearing from me by God's grace tomorrow morning by 8 a.m. with the same link. God bless you all.